Hallo und willkommen zu Lonestar. Wir spielen Agathe Christie, Hercule Poirot, The First Cases. Ja, hier ist ein Ausrufezeichen, das fordert unsere Aufmerksamkeit. Wir haben von Angeline was Neues. Cassandra wasn't happy with the Major. Their relationship has taken a noticeable turn. I wonder what has caused this. Angeline questions Cassandra's reasoning for the Major's blackmail. Their opposing opinions of the Major's involvement in the blackmail is interesting. Does Cassandra know something she does not? Und es gibt eine neue Verbindung. Der Temper, vielleicht passen die zusammen.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Nee. Passt das zu dem Blackmailer?
Order and method.
Nee.
That is the way to...
Schade, schade. Ja, es soll hier eine neue Verbindung geben, aber das einzige Neue ist ja das hier, diese zwei Sachen. Also Angelines Questions, Cassandras Reasoning. Das passt jetzt aber hier zu nix da drüben. Auch nicht da unten. Oder passt es zu dem Gideon?
I must act
Nee.
on thought.
Burp. Also, dann war es aber schon das hier. Gideon paid it off and Cassandra wasn't happy with the Major. Hätte aber auch der sein können.
I
War es
should
aber
not be
nicht.
surprised by my own skills of the...
I wonder if the blackmail had a greater effect on the relationship than expected. Oder relationship ruined by blackmail. Talk to Angeline.
Is there something I can help you with, Detective?
Was the arrival of the blackmail letter what caused the tension in Madame and the Major's relationship?
I'm afraid it had been that way for some time. Maman is not forthcoming with her emotions, as I'm sure you are aware. But I could tell she had not been happy with their arrangement for the last few months.
What gave you that impression?
There was not one particular thing that she expressed. It was just the way she spoke to him and of him when he wasn't present.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I believe I've gathered everything that is required. Monsieur Sterling will be able to assist me in gaining access to the Major's study. Cassandra and the Major's relationship issues. It sounds as though their relationship has been declining for some time. Would the Major do something drastic to salvage it? Halt, da war noch was. Talk to Archie. Wollten wir auch.
Whatever you need, Detective.
I wish to inspect the Major's study again.
Certainly, Detective.
Dass wir ihn gar nicht darauf ansprechen, was er da sonst noch versaut hat, mit dem, dass der Tod untersucht wurde von Verdächtigen. This room is still the crime scene and should have remained untouched, but it looks as though it has been ransacked. I requested Monsieur Sterling to have the body wrapped and moved, which has been done, thankfully. What else has gone on here? Ja, hier ein Foto.
Oh.
I must admit, side by side, there is a striking resemblance between... Oh, tja. zwischen Mutter und Sohn? Perhaps such flattery is the way to win to win over Madame van den Bosch. Dann ist es Tochter und Mutter, oder? Aha. Aber hier ist vielleicht ein anderer Mann. Das war gar nicht der auf dem Bild, sondern es ist jemand anders, der hier auf der Seite ist. How strange, the Viscount was also present in the picture and has been folded out. I did not think there was any hostility between the Major and the late Viscount. Und irgendjemand hat den Safe aufgemacht und alles hier durcheinander gebracht. Letter. Someone was obviously looking for something in particular in the Major's documents. These accounts have been thoroughly rifled through. The Major has recently taken out a large loan and the interest rate is astronomical. Er war also pleite. Empty envelopes. Address to the Major with no return address. Sealed letter.
Oh.
How strange. I could not access this yesterday, but now it has been left wide open. Scratches are obvious around the lock. Someone in this house was eager to see the safe's content. A half-sealed letter addressed to Madame van den Bosch from the Major. I'm not one to read others' private mail, but under the circumstances... My dearest Cassandra, it feels as though it has been an age since I have been able to set my eyes on you. A day I have waited for so impatiently. I keep the photograph of us together at the lake close to my heart, always. I cannot wait to see how young Angeline has grown. Her beauty will surely soon reach that of her mother's. Ja, die Tochter ist also von einem falschen Mann. I hope the gifts from the Orient reached you fine. They are really something to behold. The work that has kept me away for so long is drawing to a close, and I will be returning to the continent within a month. At your request, I have found accommodation in the city. It pains me to think of being so close and yet unable to be with you every moment. But if it eases your worry, I shall not continue to question it. I will arrange for a visit to the house. An old friend returning will surely raise minimal suspicions. I understand that the Viscount is also currently out of country. I hope you have not felt this reign of loneliness take over, and it will not be long until we are reunited. Until that day, until the end of mine, my heart is yours. Major Felix Hagen. Und der Vater von Angeline? It seems there is a great deal of Madame van den Bosch and the Major's relationship that she has withheld. It is clear from this letter that their affection for one another has been more than of friendship for some time. The mention of young Angeline suggests it may go back as far as 20 years. Und hat es immer noch aufgehoben. Wurde hier noch was gemacht? Da leckt noch was. Können wir nicht mitnehmen. Das haben wir schon gelesen. Den Loan, ne? Den haben wir schon. Ja. Hatten wir. Halt, wir müssen erst noch was nachschauen. Investigate the Blackmail. Save. The Major confessed his love for Cassandra. There is no other way that this could be understood. The Major had strong feelings for Cassandra. Loan. The major took out a sizable loan. I certainly wouldn't want to owe the bank that amount of money. High interest rate. The interest rate on the loan is astonishing. Was the major in such a financial state that he would be offered such a high rate and accept it? Passt das hier zu dem Ransom Value? Large sum. The loan is for the amount of 6,000. 5,000, naja, aber nah dran. There's a great deal one could buy with such money. I wonder why he borrowed such a large amount. Unsent. The major must have spent some time putting his feelings and plans down onto paper. But why would he not send it? The major confessed his love for Cassandra. Angeline and Cassandra. A handsome photograph of the Van den Bosch ladies. You can see a resemblance between Angeline and her mother. Why would the major keep this hidden? Viscount image torn out. It seems rather menacing that the Viscount has been ripped out in such a manner. Empty envelopes. Torn. This room has been left in quite a state, with multiple envelopes ripped apart and discarded. Addressed to the major. The major has obviously received some correspondence. Was it of the same nature? Ja, passt das vielleicht zu dem Value?
What a revelation!
The major paid the letter that was addressed to him. He must have been worried enough that something would be released to the public. But what? The major paid a blackmail ransom.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Echt kann man nicht sagen, dass Angeline die Tochter ist. Passt das vielleicht? Dass er die Liebe gestanden hat und dann passt es nicht mehr?
Order and method.
Nee, leider nicht. Sealed letter. Addressed to Madame van den Bosch from the Major. Passt das vielleicht?
I must take a different approach.
Nee, passt leider nicht zusammen. Okay. Die zwei gehören zusammen.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
The hidden photos of them along with Angeline's attachment to him proves he cared deeply for them. The Major cared about Cassandra and Angeline. Ja, passt das jetzt zu der Liebe?
Is there something?
Nee. Aber der muss dazu. Dann vielleicht, dass er das gezahlt hat.
I cannot see the logic in this. Come, my little grey cells.
Das passt auch nicht. Okay.
Magnifique.
Naja, da habe ich jetzt also rumgestochert. I believe the Major would do everything to remain in the comfortable life he's accustomed to. But would he stoop so low as to fake a blackmail letter? The Major faked the blackmail?
Another success. I never doubted myself.
The evidence shows the Major was not the author of the blackmail letter. The Major was a victim just like Mademoiselle Angeline. Whoever it is that is penning these letters knows a great deal about many people. I wonder how many more have received similar letters. The Major is innocent. The evidence shows the Major was not the author of the blackmail letter. Aber er hat's vielleicht herausgefunden, wer es ist. The uncertain connection between the Major and the ransom has been resolved. The Major was being blackmailed. The letters were not written by his hand. What remains unresolved is why the Major was being blackmailed. 2 cases of extortion under one roof. The question of their relationship must be asked. The Major's secret is anything but obvious from his letter. I now have a blackmailer and a murderer and their weapon to find. If the correct process is followed, they shall all be found swiftly. I should take my leave. This room has already revealed enough new insights into Madame's and the Major's lives.
Detective Poirot, I have been asked to inform you that Lady Vanden Bosch has returned to her room, and she wishes not to be disturbed.
Merci. Madame certainly has mastered the art of subtlety.
They may not be the exact words she used, but I'm sure you can imagine. Excuse me, I have some further duties to attend to in the pantry.
Perhaps I should take this opportunity to search the top floor. Now there is no one to disturb me. There is one room that holds particular interest. I should inspect the storage room while I have this rare opportunity. Ja, aber wo ist der? Cassandras bedroom. Sie will nicht gestört werden. To Angeline Gideon's bedroom. Painting.
Ah,
A painting of a boat sailing across a vast ocean. The artist is clearly very talented. Mittendrin.
aha.
There are a number of spectacular pieces in Madame Van den Bosch's eclectic art collection. To the Major's bedroom. Children's toy.
Huh.
A collection of children's toys, such a shame to see them stored away and not being enjoyed. Considering they have been kept in a storage room, they are all in almost perfect condition. My immediate assumption would be they belong to Mademoiselle Angeline. Nochmal das gleiche Bild. Das ist vielleicht ein bisschen langweilig, wenn es mehrmals im Haus ist. Und nochmal so ein Fernrohr, da haben sie auch mehrere im Haus. Und überall diese Dinger. Grandfather Clock.
Aha.
The time and skill it takes to build such a wonderful piece. It is an art form. Book.
Huh.
A lone storybook rests here. It has obviously been read a great number of times, judging by the condition of the spine and pages. I am perhaps not the target demographic, but I understand it to be quite popular among the younger audience. To the real lady of the house, happy birthday. Watching you grow into a proper young lady has been more than words can describe. All my love, Felix. I would not have expected to find such a heartfelt message written by Monsieur Hagen. And to Mademoiselle Angeline, is this the usual inscription you would find from a family friend? Angeline, I'm your father. Oh! I cannot seem to get a straight answer from anyone regarding the Major. I know he has been friends with Madame Van den Bosch for some years, but I must find out if it was anything more. The Major resided with the family for a long time. Also, his relationship with the family has seemed questionable at times. His residency at the house has remained permanent. High interest rate. The interest rate on the loan is astonishing. Was the Major in such a financial state that he would be offered such a high rate and accepted? Das hatten wir schon. Das sind die gleichen Briefe. Mycons Image. Da ist nochmal Angeline. Well kept. Great care has been taken with these toys. I wonder how much playing was actually had with them. Antiques. They remind me of the toys that I had at a young age. Even that is some years now. Appropriate gift. This coming of age story is fitting gift for a young lady to read and enjoy. Gift from the Major. The book was a gift from the Major. It seems only Angeline has benefited from his caring side.
I must act on thought and...
Oh, doch nicht. Ja, kann man sagen, dass sie die ganze Zeit zusammen waren hier? Oder ist es das Gift?
This will not get me any closer.
Nee, aber den versuchen wir eigentlich noch, ne?
Come, my little Grace
Oh.
Alice.
Eieiei, noch nicht verraten. Oh. Er hat's doch schon verraten. Die High Interest Rate. Okay, das sagt er. Er wohnt da schon lange, weil er einfach pleite, ja?
Magnifique.
It seems the Major has lived rather comfortable in the fun Bosch house for many years. Wir sollen mit Angeline reden. The Major depends on Cassandra's accommodation. Telescope, noch eins. Ja. Collection of books. Mystery novels. Noch ein Bild.
Aha.
A painting of a majestic mountain, the tip of which pierces the clouds above. The attention to detail is fantastic.
Oh.
A painting of an atmospheric forest scene. The artist captured the ambience of the forest perfectly. Oh, so schön, dass ihm das alles gefällt. Nee, wir dürfen nicht rein. Dann gehen wir mal runter. Perhaps it is time to speak with Mademoiselle Angeline again. She would be able to give us valuable pieces to this puzzle.
Detective Poirot, are you any closer to uncovering the truth of Felix's involvement with the letters?
I am, mademoiselle. I can confirm that he was not the author of the blackmail letters.
So the author is still out there.
Oui, but it will not be long before they are apprehended, and the only letters they shall be penning will be from behind iron bars.
Your confidence is rather assuring. Thank you, Detective.
Your comment... Jetzt sollen wir damit anfangen. Your comment about the current guests stayed with me last night.
I'm sorry, Detective. I did not intend to leave your mind so full of thoughts.
No apology is required. It actually made me question my whole chain of thinking. What if there had been a collusion between them, and the Major's murder was planned, organized, and orchestrated to make the investigation seem almost impossible.
Oh my, Detective, that is quite a theory.
Every guest has a motive. You confirm that with the mention of Mademoiselle Conrad and the Major's fight. Supplying one another with a rock-solid alibi would surely throw off any detective.
But not you.
Correct, mademoiselle. It would take much more to stamp Detective Poirot.
While searching the storage room, I found a book that I assume was a gift from the Major to you.
I haven't seen that book in so long. Yes, it was a gift for my 10th birthday. I have read it from cover to cover countless times. He left such a lovely inscription too.
It sounds as though there is a side to the Major I did not get to see. Was it common for him to bring you gifts?
Not common, but if he had been away for some time, he would bring me a small memento from his travels. He hasn't done that in some time, though.
The toys that were with the book, were they also gifts from the Major?
They were. I'm afraid they may have gathered some dust being in the storage room for so long. I kept them in hope of giving them to my child when the time comes.
It sounds as though he had always cared about you.
His presence at the house was comforting for us both after Father died, even if sometimes he was a little too overprotective.
You spoke last night of the Major's support for your mama.
That's right. Ever since I can remember, Felix has been around.
It seems as though she has a number of support networks. The Major, her friendship with the Countess, not forgetting Monsieur da Silva.
Maman has many friends. I know how she may seem to most, but once you break the hard shell...
There is a further shell waiting to be broken.
Oh, very good, Detective.
Forgive me, mademoiselle. I only jest.
It's quite all right. You are not the only one that feels a razor tongue. She's grateful you are here, especially now, whether she shows it or not.
I am still yet to see this version of Madame that Mademoiselle Angeline speaks of. I'm not sure I will get my hopes up for a budding friendship.
How do you mean, Detective?
Das habe ich jetzt nicht vorgelesen.
I imagine a house of this size is rather costly, keeping it in the immaculate condition it is in.
Maman looks after the financial side of the house, but I think she has had to ask him more than once for a contribution of sorts. It is not for me to get involved.
Speaking with the Comtesse yesterday, she did not have the greatest opinion of the Major.
They have often come to blows when it concerns Maman. They are both trying to protect her, but they themselves cannot seem to get along.
She spoke of his desire to join the, how do you describe it? Social elite.
This isn't the first time she has vocalized that concern. She thinks the Major was just using our family name to make his way to the top.
And you do not agree?
I will not deny he has shown interest in Maman's social circles, but they have been friends since even before I was born. Surely all those years of friendship was not just to raise his social standing.
Mademoiselle Angeline obviously does not believe what the Comtesse had to say about the Major. Perhaps it is jealousy that drives her scandalous theory.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I have everything that is needed to push Madame van der Bosch on her secret. Ah, nicht upstairs, nicht upstairs. Cassandra van der Bosch. The Major depends. Das ist neu. Hugo. Cassandra suspects Hugo. Margot. Was haben wir hier Neues? Inspected the body. Rihanna took Ice to the Major on her own accord. Ja, mit dem Butler ist das faul. Und Zack. Er ist Shell-Shock. Dann schauen wir doch mal schnell nach der Verbindung hier. Previous birthday gift. I was certainly not as lucky when I was a child. It seems the Major was very generous to Angeline. The Major hasn't helped the house financially. If I had been lucky enough to live here, I would at least offer some form of financial help. Madame kept the Major around. Angeline stated the Major has been around for a while now, close to Cassandra and herself. Gifted to Angeline on her 10th birthday, a fitting gift for a young lady. Ja, dann wird es vielleicht doch Zeit, dass wir mit Cassandra nochmal reden. Aber ich würde sagen, das machen wir nicht mehr heute. Machen wir diese Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.